See you later. I'm like,
Alright. We're live.
hi, everybody.
But yeah, like, he's leaving the country, like...
Yeah.
Like, is this for real?
Yeah.
Like, is he really...
It's like Le'Veon Bell all over again. He's going to go out jet skiing. He's going... That's why I put the post out on, I think it was First Down, where I was like, yeah, you know, see you guys week 1, or will I? You know, I was like...
Right, like... He's,
I was like, this dude, man.
Hold on, for the Raw reunion.
Smell! It's so funny.
Well, the Usos are, they're fighting. And Devon, they're fighting the Revival, whoever they are.
Yeah.
That's how much I watch.
Yeah, I don't like them.
And Devon Dudley came out, and I, like Bill actually was on the text, and I'm like, where's that, Bubba?
Oh, he declined the invite.
That's what he said. I'm like, how do you...
He declined the invite.
That's...
Something... I forget the reason for it, but something had gone down.
He's very critical on Twitter. He's very critical on Twitter. Like, he calls... It's actually quite comical.
Yeah, it had something to do with someone that was let go, or something had happened. Like, he wasn't, like, I don't know, he was critical about it on Twitter. So, I don't know, that's what I'd seen. I didn't even know who the hell he was, like, talking about or trying to stick up for. But yeah, he was the one that declined the invite. I knew that.
Alright, so I put down for topics the trade deadline rumor, the Hall of Fame weekend, Eagles training camp starts Thursday, which that just snuck up out of nowhere.
Yeah, it really did. Like, boom, out of nowhere.
Um,
and sneaking up out of nowhere, re-signing Sproles.
Well, hold on. That's another thing. I put fantasy football starting too on there. You know, if you had number 1, who would you take? Well, at this point right now, Saquon.
Yeah, it's
you know what's going on with Zeke.
Yeah,
if Zeke was coming, it would be Zeke.
Well, let me tell you right now, I have the second pick in my one fantasy draft, and I can guarantee you I'm going to have my... like Zeke's going to be there. I'm taking him. I don't care. I got to take him.
It's worth. Then we'll get to it about Tyreek Hill. Did the NFL get it wrong? I personally think they did.
Yeah, I mean, I know we need to disagree at some point, but yes, they got this one wrong.
And the potential holdouts in the East with Zeke and Trent Williams. Like, the whole thing with Trent Williams is phenomenal. You know, like...
I mean, he's literally saying to the Redskins, like, look, you guys suck as an organization. I just don't want to be here anymore. That's what he's saying.
Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
I just know
he's not holding out for money. He just doesn't want to go.
He's like, he's not wrong.
No. I mean, you figure he's been playing at a high level for years now, and I guess he figures, you know, why am I going to be here? Because they're not showing any... I mean, they're not showing any urgency to do anything. So, man, Devon got fat.
Oh, Devon was always husky.
Yeah, but he's like 7 Snickers fat now. He's a big boy. He's hangry a lot. And then they got Rikishi in his face. Look, he's got man boobs. That's what happens when you sit behind the desk producing the shows now.
That was like like in the text, Rikishi came out. I'm like, bring all of Too Cool out. Bring out the coffin and all.
Oh.
Bill's like, wow.
Oh, man, that's way too...
Yeah, I'm that guy.
Oh,
I went there.
You pushed a crippled kid into a wall. That's what you did with that comment.
No, I didn't.
You pushed a crippled kid into a wall.
At least my person was dead.
Oh, mine was half.
Oh.
I'm sorry again for that. I'm politically not correct.
So Rita said hi.
Hi.
She's one of our people who is always always asking.
She does, yes. I've seen her like in the inbox for the actual the business page that we don't have a real business.
Like, cause she asked about what was it the Phillies game that was on YouTube last week. Did you watch that, by the way?
I didn't even know that they were on YouTube for that game.
When they played the Dodgers.
I know MLB baseball has a deal with that for that kind of stuff now. But
because Facebook Live didn't work last year. Facebook Live was awful.
I heard that was an S show. I heard that was really bad.
But you know, she asked. She was like, because they interviewed Kapler for like a minute. I feel like they interviewed Kershaw. I felt like he got interviewed for like four innings. I'm like, who cares?
I love Dana Brooke.
Is that who that is with the blonde?
Yeah, I love
She's nuts.
Mm.
I don't know who that is.
It's Caitlyn.
Okay, I don't know.
That was Caitlyn from back in the day.
Who's the one that just died?
The one that just died?
The girl, the wrestler who committed suicide. See if Bill was watching. He could tell.
Oh,
Ashley.
Ashlyn.
Ashlyn.
Or no, Ashlyn Mazzaro. Oh, Tori Wilson.
Oh God, she does. Her face does not look good. I'm sorry. She looks fake. I'm not kicking her. I don't know, but I'm just saying.
Me neither. I'm not kicking none of them. But Santino. He was the one that they were promoting. Someone said on one of the wrestling pages I'm on today that he was hoping that they brought back Val Venus. I was like, you never know. They're bringing back Santino. They might bring back Val Venus.
Yeah, you never know. Listen, anything's possible at this point.
Oh, there it is, the snake.
Jake, this. Oh.
No, the Santino snake. Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the. Whatever it was. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yep. And then here comes McIntyre to kill Santino. So, the Trent Williams thing, dude. He's just not going. He's actively saying, "I don't want to show up. Like I don't want to play for you no more."
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people thought that he was holding out for money, but he's not. He's just giving up on them. He's giving up on the franchise of the Washington Redskins.
Nice.
Which, I mean, I don't know. Is now the time to give up on him? Last year you went out, they drafted Darius Geis. Okay, the kid got hurt.
He got hurt.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I know he hurt his hamstring, but I don't know what the severity of it is. I don't know. I really don't know what the deal is, but he literally is, he tore his ACL. You can't help an injury. That's just part of the game that happens.
Right.
All right. Alex Smith got hurt, so they went out. They got Case Keenum, who word is they may cut before he even plays a snap for them. They may cut Case Keenum.
Well, I set up a watch party at first down, and it looks like Ainge is in there.
Hey,
so
cool.
what's up, Ainge?
Hey, Ainge.
So, wait, I thought he was like the next Joe Theismann for the Redskins. He was going to lead them to the promise.
No, but they did draft Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, I get that. They also had
Right.
the number 3 pick, or no, number 11. They had a
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, it's not like they're not. They're
Who's not going to be at training camp? Keenum or Zeke or Trent Williams?
Trent Williams for Washington.
Well, she said. She just said they don't expect him, so I'm assuming that
Yeah,
they're talking.
she's probably talking about Trent Williams because he flat out. I saw the thing today. He flat out said, "I'm just not coming." Yeah, I was like, "Wow,
that's phenomenal."
Yeah, that is phenomenal. I couldn't believe it. He's like, "Yeah, I'm just not showing up. I don't want to play for you."
You know what? You know what it reminds me of? And just because it's this whole Scott Rowland thing. When Scott Rowland was a Philly.
Yeah.
It was like, you guys ain't doing anything. He wasn't wrong.
He wasn't wrong.
But he handled it the wrong way, in my opinion.
Completely the wrong way.
But we see where Trent Williams is. He's like, I'm tired of losing.
I mean, like you said, we've seen it with Scott Rowland. So as sports fans, we've seen it happen here. Has it ever? I don't think it's ever happened in Washington because I know a lot of people in Washington are going crazy. They're like, "What?"
If you're the Eagles, would you go for him? I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what he makes, and I know they drafted that tackle, but they said they were again. I am not a big sports talk radio guy. I am not just like today, like how we were going back and forth about the whole Drew Smiley and Cliff Lee thing.
Right.
They were ripping Kapler, and I get why they were ripping Kapler because. His motion, here's the thing, when I was watching him pitch, I thought it. But I'm smart enough not to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Because I have my feelings about Cliff Lee, but, no, the dude's 1-5 with, a 19 ERA.
Right.
But, I don't, I don't know what their salary cap is with the Eagles,
Well, they have to trade for him.
Yeah, but it's a trade for him.
Because he's under contract, and they're not going to release him. And they're probably going to want a lot for him because he...
Yeah, but trades like that don't really work in the NFL anymore. They really don't. I get what you're saying. But,
I mean, he really doesn't have any value considering that he's showing that he's giving up on a team. So, not that he doesn't have value. The guy does have value. But he's not sending a good message to other suitors, by pretty much saying, hey, well, you guys suck and you've sucked for a long time and I've been doing my part, so now I'm just like saying, no, I'm not doing this no more with you guys. He's making himself look kind of bad for other teams. He's dropping his own value. I mean, so if you can swing in there...
Right. He's dropping his value, but it's not hurting him. Like if a team like for me, if I'm the Eagles... Sorry, Peters. I got to get him just in case you get hurt.
Oh, God, yeah.
I know they drafted that guy, Lillard, but they said, they can plug him in a card.
Yeah.
So think about the two guys on the left side
right.
of Wentz's blind side.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to get hit.
Pretty much.
He's not. He's just not. So, again, of course, I'm going to throw that Hail Mary out there, that I would put in for him. What do you have to lose?
Yeah, you kick the tires on it to see what Washington's thinking. I mean, how likely is it they trade him in division? Not really. But you have to kick the tires. If the guy's saying he does not want to play for them no more, you have to pick up that phone.
But he's also been in the league for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize he came out with Bradford and DeMarco Murray. He was on that team.
Yeah. He
Did that whole team just produce people, NFL superstars? What the hell?
Feels that way, don't it?
I mean, don't get me wrong. He's not a superstar. What's his name? Bradford, by any chance?
Oh God, no. God, no. But yeah, no. If you're the Eagles, you definitely have to pick up the phone and just see what the Redskins' thoughts on feelings are on all this. You have to. If you're the Giants, you have to. Hell, if you're the Cowboys, you have to. I mean, he'll improve any line that he goes to.
Right.
So, anyone not at least making a phone call for him, then you're dropping the ball. You're not trying to improve your team.
Right. So, I don't know. I would make a run at him. Not a run, but what do you want?
Yeah. You call him. You find out. Now, since we're talking about guys that are holding out or possibly holding out, let's put it this way. Zeke, my man's going away for his birthday. He's like, peace out, I'm leaving the country. And I joked around today. I was like, that eerily sounds a lot like Le'Veon Bell. He had pictures of him on jet skis, wave runners, and they're having a grand time, doing all kind of fun stuff, and not having to care about football.
Do you think he shows up? Let's be honest. They say a lot of things. Do you think he shows up?
I think he does. Whether or not it's the start of camp, maybe middle of camp. I mean, in my heart, I do think he shows up he'll be there week 1. I really do. I can't see another running back, doing what went down last year with Bell. Not even the whole year, not even 6 games. You know what I mean? I can't see it. I mean, the Zeke and Colin Cowherd. Did you tag me in that post? Yeah, you did, about that guy. You were like, we just talked about this with one of the guys on the show, with Chris Genter. Colin Cowherd. He's a Cowboys guy, and he's saying trade Zeke.
Yeah, he's just get him.
He's like, and he makes good points. 2 years in a row now, legal troubles. He's 2 years left into his contract, and he's, as he says, pulling this. But well, when you're a running back, I think all running backs that are of his caliber should be pulling something like this.
I don't want to hear he's this, he's this, he's that. He's the best running back in the league.
Yeah, he is.
He's got the Cowboys by the balls, he really does, because and Colin Cowherd made a good point. He's like, all right, you know what? He's like, you trade Zeke, you get a first, a second, a couple picks, and you know what? Now you don't have to pay Dak $35 million.
Right.
Which I would be so mad. I'm not gonna lie. I have been rooting for Dak to get $35 million since this talk started. Like, everyone knows how I feel about Zach. Zach. But like, and he made some good points, because then you'll have money where you can sign your defense, where you can sign your offensive guys, you can sign your 4 or 5 main core players. Because you know what, like, you can't look at, as the Cowboys, you can't look and let LVE and Jalen Smith go.
Yeah,
you can't.
Well, and that's the other thing where when talking about the salary cap potential issues that the Cowboys will have or might have, you know, you have all these guys, and I don't care how much the salary cap goes up, they're not going to be able to sign all these guys. They're just not.
No.
So someone's going to be the odd person out, possibly 2 people. And honestly, Coward's correct. I don't know what Genter's thoughts on the whole thing were, like what he would feel. We know he said, hey, Jerry Jones has done some crazy crap. But I hope he chimes in tonight, because I would like to get his feelings on it. Like, at this point, if you know it's going to, if trading Zeke guarantees you signing Dak long term, signing your linebackers long term, and helping out with signing Cooper, and you get to keep your two amazing linebackers and your franchise quarterback and your star wide receiver, do you consider it? I mean, just for that. I mean, because like someone's the odd person out, because you can't sign them all. And according to most Dallas fans, the backup running back is just as good as Zeke, because he can just go they can, behind that line, shut up. Just shut up. Your backup running back is not as good as Zeke. Zeke's the best running back in the game.
Listen, if your backup running back was good as Zeke would have been traded by now.
I mean, unless your backup running back's name is Nick Foles, then, hey, different story. But, no. You can't, yeah. I mean, I hate to say it, it does make sense to move him. Like if you're the Cowboys, it does. But do they want to move him? That's the thing. Like, I'm sure they don't want to, but he may give them no choice.
I don't know. I just can't see them trading him.
I can't either. I really can't either. But I'm going to go on the premise, say, like Genter said last week, Jerry Jones does some crazy S and actually trades him.
Well, we'll see.
I mean, that will 100% shake up the damn division. Oh, okay.
I don't know what I was sent to me.
Well, send it to me. But, yeah, I mean, that would, I don't know. I really don't know. Because someone said, oh, has there ever been a sign and trade in the NFL? That's very far and few in between when something like that happens. That really does not happen all the time. Because who was it? Someone brought up, I forget what group it was in. Someone brought up, well, what if you traded, like swapped him, made a trade with Houston and swapped him with what's the name? What the hell's the dude name? The running back from
Lamar Miller?
Lamar Miller from Houston.
Lamar Miller.
And I was like, to tell you the truth, I said if they made that trade, they wouldn't give, like, Dallas wouldn't take Lamar Miller. They would literally, Houston would just cut him. They would just say, see you, we got Zeke. We have Zeke, DeAndre Hopkins, and Deshaun Watson. Imagine that. I mean, I remember years ago when people were so stunned that the Indianapolis Colts traded Marshall Faulk. And they wound up trading and they wound up drafting Edgerrin James.
Right.
And for years, Edgerrin James had a great career. And of course, we all know about Marshall Faulk. But, yeah, that was...
Never won a Super Bowl.
No, never did. I mean, but it's really not too far-fetched that they could trade him. And
Richard Paragini watching from the bar. Who's Richard?
that's my dad.
What's up, Papa
He's
Perigini?
watching from the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I was just there, Dad. That's why I was late. I was dropping something off.
That's fine.
But
I just got the alert that Michael Thomas is getting a contract of $19 million per year. So it's going to up Amari's numbers.
yeah, that is. You're right.
That's all that's going to do.
now Zeke holding out completely screws Dallas. Now it's another guy who already had to pay, but now, like you said, his number just went from here to here.
We'll find out.
And everybody's favorite mop top is screwing over Dallas. I don't know. It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy right now with this stuff with the NFL.
So you posted something today about the Eagles running backs and who's the odd man out, right?
There's going to be a couple guys, but I mean,
Alright.
we will have a good idea who's.
Here's
gonna be
my
cut.
thing. Josh Adams is not an NFL running back, in
No.
my opinion.
No, he's not.
And I don't think Corey Clement's ready. He tore his ACL.
Yeah.
And
I think they're going to find a way to hold on to Clement, though.
no, Clement's staying with the team.
Yeah.
He'll be on the pup.
Yeah.
He'll be on the pup. I have no issues.
Well, all right. Other than Josh Adams, the guys that are like Donnell Pumphrey doesn't do nothing for you.
I thought he got cut.
I thought he did too, but apparently he didn't.
He might have been on a pup list.
And then what's his name? Smallwood. No, Wendell Smallwood. He's. I mean, he had some flashes last year in the limited time he played because they had absolutely nobody. But Howard, Sproles, Miles Sanders, you're not going to.
You know, Bill's complaining about the lighting. You really want to see my ugly mug?
So, it is it the boogeyman?
Oh,
I knew it.
God.
I knew it. The red lighting is the boogeyman. But yeah, yeah, Smallwood, Pumphrey, and Adams. They're gone. And I don't care what anybody says. They're all talking about what is Sproles' role going to be now? You know what it's going to be. I guarantee you he has more time on the field than people think.
I think Sproles he's a third down guy, limited third down guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have, that's why Clement was a big third down guy when he was healthy.
Yeah.
But you have Sanders, you have Howard.
Right.
Somebody predicted that both of them are going for 1,000 yards. I forget who it was. Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be tough.
Listen, if they're running for 1,000 yards, that
Each.
means Wentz is having a really good year, and he's not throwing a ton of passes.
That is true.
That's what that means, and that they're controlling the clock.
Oh, definitely. I would completely love it.
Oh, Lillian Garcia. Sorry, I have roll on.
Never liked her.
What?
Never liked her. Everyone looks at me like.
Why? Because she's Puerto Rican?
Oh, no, I like that about her. But I'm just saying there was just something about her I never liked, and I was like, okay, I don't get. I didn't get it. Like, she's beautiful and all that, but
It's not even that.
didn't even do it for me. Didn't even do it for me.
Oh, I'm disappointed in you. How do you not like Lillian Garcia?
Yeah, I never did. I don't know. It's weird. I just never did. But anyway, yeah, I did see that. Someone did post where they how do they put it? Conceivably, where they both could rush for over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, it's inconceivable. To quote the great Princess Bride.
But
Listen, if they're both running for 1,000 yards, it might go a little off my MVP season for Wentz. But you know what? If they're running for 1,000 and he's throwing for 3,600 100 yards and they're winning, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either. Yeah, and I agree with that. I would absolutely love it if they were both doing that. And then somewhere along the line you threw in Sproles with like 500.
Yeah, Sproles. Listen, Sproles, and I turned around and I said that he would have him and Deshaun would be your punt returners, and you could use them in an ideal situations, like different situations. Like,
right.
yeah, they're both veterans, so they both know when to catch the ball. Like,
Yeah.
But like maybe you could use Deshaun for like deeper punts,
Mm-hmm.
and you use Sproles for like the shorter punts, like where he would catch it at the 30,
Yeah.
as opposed to where Deshaun would catch it at the 10.
Right.
So, I don't know. That's what I would think. I'm like, they got him for a steal. Who knows what he's going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? We'll find out in 2 days.
Yeah.
3 days.
3 days. 3 days.
Yeah, everything's starting to come up at work. Like the Rolling Stone, they're wheeling out the grass and everything, but the Rolling Stones are there tomorrow night, so like they have the trucks there.
Okay.
So,
well, that's good. I'll be working overtime at work, so that means I'll miss all that traffic. Nice.
oh, it's horrible. It's
Nice.
it's awful. So, but listen. 1,000 yards from Jordan Howard, 1,000 yards from Miles Sanders. I'm in. Sign me up.
Yeah, I'm on board with all that.
That means your offensive line's healthy. That means your quarterback's healthy. Your receivers are doing phenomenal things. I still think Deshaun Jackson's going to make Alshon Jeffrey. Not that Alshon Jeffrey's a stud, but I think he's going to make him so much better.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be that 9-yard hitch where he's the only one who can catch it up top.
Yep. Exactly.
So.
No, I agree with that. That's the team's literally like they're set all over on your offensive weapons. Let's put it that way. They're set. They're completely set. Now you add in Darren Sproles to the mix for a little monkey wrench into somebody else's plans here and there.
Merrill Reese said today that this is the best team that Peterson has had since he's been an Eagle, the best roster, and he's including the 2017 team. And Merrill Reese is very. He's not a homer. He is.
Wait,
not
is he talking about as head coach?
Yeah, Peterson's head coach roster.
All right. Well, that's. Hey, look, I like Merrill Reese, but this is guy's what 4th year?
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Oh, all right, 5. Okay, all right, I'll go with it. I was like, wait, how long has he been a freaking head coach?
No, 5 years.
I was like, all right, okay, well, no, he's not wrong then in that case. I was gonna say this is like 3 years.
4 years. 4 years first.
Okay.
16, 17, 18, 19. I'm sorry.
4 years. All right.
So that's saying a lot. Like, and they won the Super Bowl his second year.
Yeah.
They have a lot of aspirations for this team. Like, somebody predicted them to lose to the Chargers in the Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah.
The Chargers. That's weird.
Here's my problem. Chargers ain't going nowhere if they don't sign Melvin Gordon.
No, I was just gonna say
they have a really good defense.
Yeah,
but they're not going anywhere if they don't sign.
They have to sign Gordon. And that's also going to play into Elliott. Big time. Big time.
You think they're holding out to see who gets the bigger deal?
Oh, of course. Of course. Of course they are. And I mean, I don't know, but whew, man, that'd be I mean, it would be kind of funny, like as soon as one signs and the other one signs like a week later.
It's always been like that. Well, that comes down back to like that whole Manny Machado and Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
But Bryce Harper didn't sign for like 2 months.
Yeah, which I completely that still shocks me. Like, okay, Manny Machado set the bar, and then you literally just stayed on that bar.
Yeah, you got an extra $30 million, an extra 3 years.
Yep.
So.
That's too funny. Oh, even Marie.
Oh my God, I don't even know who these people are.
What, a whole bunch of people comment?
No. All right, so here
Eric
we go.
Bischoff.
There he is. Let's see if anybody's watching. All right, here we go. Tyreek Hill.
The NFL screwed up on that one.
If anybody's watching,
I'm sorry, kids don't lie.
So one thing they don't do.
That's the one thing they don't do. Kids do not lie. Especially when they're scared and they think they're in trouble. They don't lie. Now, yeah, I mean, that's all I can really say about it. I mean, like, kids don't lie, but yet they're not his girlfriend or the baby mama didn't help herself with admitting that she lied about stuff. But bottom line, the kid had a broken arm. And if the kid says daddy did it, okay. Three people in this world don't lie. Drunks, assholes, and kids. Those are three people in this earth that do not lie. And one of them had a broken arm in that situation, and he's a kid.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know what the NFL...
I mean, this is something that involves a child, and they basically, no, you didn't do nothing wrong. She admitted to lying, all right, but the kid still has this mystery broken arm. You suspend Kareem Hunt for kicking a woman, which he didn't really go full blown kick. It wasn't, you know what I mean?
No, he should have been suspended. He was suspended 13 games. Yeah, that's a lot. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that he didn't deserve it, but alright, you suspended, what's his name? You suspended Brady on the assumption that you thought he knew something about the football being deflated.
Right.
You didn't have evidence.
Right.
You suspended Zeke because you thought he hit a woman or he hit somebody and they paid them off. Again, you thought.
You thought.
You had no evidence. There was nothing there. And then this, and then who was it? Florio said, he's like, the NFL isn't suspending people because you're taking the popular product off the TV.
Sure.
But
sure.
You're going to lose people.
You're right. You're going to lose people.
I'll tell you right now, I watched only Eagles games last year, other than the playoffs, and the occasional game here and there, because I couldn't stand the officiating.
Right.
The officiating was horrendous last year. So I didn't watch. Monday Night Football I didn't watch. That game, who was it, between the Rams and the Chiefs, where it was 51 to 48? Yeah, I didn't watch 1 second of it.
Nope.
Which why I still think was a disgrace. But
yeah, they're so inconsistent with their this policy that they have, this player conduct policy. And not that I'm saying I wanted Goodell to suspend Zeke for this time around. I mean, but when he suspended him for 6 games before, I mean, he was very adamant, this is a no tolerance thing. If you do anything, get in any trouble again, you're done for a season. And this time, he does something that literally should not have gotten suspended for. All right? I mean, we all know it, that there was no reason for the first time, but this time, yeah. The guy was drunk, he walked into the guy fell. But now, that's something... Now, it's kind of sad that is something that I look at and go, oh, well, that's something the NFL will suspend somebody for. It's just because of what they did in the past, saying what they said. And this time, they don't do it.
they dropped the ball.
It would be I don't know. I can't say it's a make-up call because the make-up call was not suspending them.
Yeah.
So it just bothers me, man. They're so inconsistent with what they're deeming as a suspendable offense.
I don't know what suspendable offense is anymore. I really don't.
Right. I mean, just like we still don't know what the hell a catch is, and they're been trying to fix that for 5 years now. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have Tariq Hill on my dynasty team, so trust me, I don't want him suspended, but the guy deserves to be suspended. He honestly does.
I got no words. He's just, it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, you're right, and no words is the only way to really put it. I mean, just so much crazy crap that the NFL has to put up with every damn year, it seems like. And no matter what their decision is, they drop the ball. They honestly need a judge, not some guy in an office going, we'll suspend them for 6 games. They need a judge, an actual judge that was a lawyer, did the judge thing, Not a bunch of lawyers going, well, this, but no. Just put you guys up in front of your own court, not some moderator, and handle it. So you want to talk about the Hall of Fame?
Yeah. Did you see her speech?
I saw the full speech. I didn't see it live. I saw what you posted on the CEV Sports Chat group. I thought it was really nicely done. She
did it good.
She did a real good job considering, that she was broken up about it. Like she had a lot of emotion. I absolutely love the fact that he's going into the Hall of Fame without a logo representing either team. I dig that. I respect that. Because he was all about the game. And why put a logo on the hat when, he's there for baseball itself? And everything that she said about it. So, her speech was great. I really enjoyed it. Jeez, Briscoe.
That's not Briscoe.
Or Pat.
I don't know who
That's
that.
Briscoe.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. That's Briscoe. Look at the size of them ears.
He did not age gracefully, though.
Nope. Kelly is now going to be the 24/7 champ.
They're just making up. She could kiss him or something?
She kissed him on the cheek and he fainted. I'd probably do the same. I'm not going to lie. I'd want to pin her too. But, I thought the Hall of Fame was great. I enjoyed it. I forgot that Mariano Rivera was going in.
Oh, we all know my feeling on that.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Another one, Mike Mussina. Did you know in his entire 20-year career, he played only in the AL East?
Yeah, the Orioles and the Yankees.
For some reason, I thought he had to stop somewhere out of the AL East.
That's another one. Curt Schilling has more wins.
Yeah.
And he's in the and that's where I say that MLB needs to get it fixed. You don't have Dick Allen. Go look at Dick Allen's stats. Barry Bonds is in there. Roger Clemens is in there. Lee Smith just got in there this year. Lee Smith, who set the record the first time. Mariano Rivera set the record, and he got in unanimously. That's where I get upset.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I get mad. That's where I get frustrated. I'm like, and it's nothing against Mariano. Dude, there was a stat that more people have walked on the moon than have scored on Mariano Rivera.
Yes.
In the postseason.
Yeah, that's an amazing stat.
He still gave up the game-winning hit in Game 7 of the World Series. Doesn't matter.
I know. That's still an amazing stat.
No, it's a ridiculous stat. It's one of those stats that you're like, shut up. You're making it up. That's impossible. There's no way that 11 people have scored on him. And 96 to when he retired in all the postseason games. He's ridiculous. It's unfair. Should he have been unanimous? Probably. But there were at least 10 other players before him that should have been voted in. And I still stick to it to this day that because he was a Yankee, he got voted in unanimously. And just like someone bet, I made a bet with someone when it got announced this year that Derek Jeter will get in unanimously next year. Yeah. And Derek Jeter wasn't the best shortstop in baseball. Mariano Rivera at times was the best closer in the Major League Baseball, not just in the AL East or the AL.
No.
In baseball together. It's the one thing about the Major League Baseball that I don't like is that these writers who have never played the game, have probably never coached the sport, just like, oh, I'm holding him out because I don't like the way he treated me in so-and-so years. What? Shut your mouth. Shut up. I don't care about Barry Bonds. Listen, I hated Barry Bonds. I hated his cockiness. I hated his thing. But he had the best eyes in baseball. Best hand-eye coordination in baseball. He was never found guilty of drugs. People think he was. He wasn't. And it's going to be a travesty when Ryan Braun gets in before him. then I'll lose all respect for everybody, for every single writer in baseball.
That's legit a real good possibility of happening.
And he got suspended.
And he got suspended for it.
After he lied. He lied! Got caught! Blamed the FedEx driver.
Yep.
But like, you sit there and you look like Harold Baines because he was a DH. Who cares? Edgar Martinez because he was a DH. No, these guys are professional hitters. Their job was to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Their job wasn't to go out there and play third or play first. Their job was to hit. And they hit really well. I think Harold Baines had maybe 400 home runs. He batted .289. His numbers retired when he left Chicago. Like, this goes to tell you, like, that this guy was loved. Like, it's like the Chase Utley love. Almost. It was in Chicago for him. It just irritates me that stuff like that. Just, like, why? Like, you tell me, like, tell me why the other players weren't voted in unanimously, and then I'll get off why Mariano Rivera was voted in unanimously.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I need a reason. Like, Ken Griffey Jr., show me your math on why he wasn't voted in unanimously.
See, that's a guy I'm like, why? You know what I mean? It's like, why not? why
I understand injuries derailed his career. Okay. But so what? He still almost hit 700 home runs.
Yep.
Like, no, like show me your math. That's all I want to know. Why wasn't Nolan Ryan, the guy who had 7 no-hitters? Like, somebody put out a list in on the MLB Network, the top 10 right-handers since like 1966 or 1960. Nolan Ryan wasn't on it. What? He's got 7 no. He has more no-hitters than 11 other Major League Baseball teams, and he wasn't on the top list. Like, it's stuff like that, and I sit there and I think, why are we not national? Like, I see this, and it irritates me because it just it aggravates me, and I don't know if they're trolling or it's really what they think, but there is no reason for Nolan Ryan not to be in the top 10 of right-handed pitchers.
Very true. Very true. I agree. He was one of my favorites. I loved watching. I mean, I saw the old Nolan Ryan, but he was still throwing heat. No, it comes down to politics, basically. It's what it is with MLB, with these sports writers. It comes down to politics, and you're right, favoritism. You know, they profile people for their off-the-field stuff.
I get mad. I'm getting a headache because I really get mad.
Well, you and I have talked about it before.
Because baseball is listen. I'm a huge football fan. I'm this and that, but you know, we're a baseball family. Look at my goddamn home is where the heart is with my kids' fingerprints.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like we're a baseball family, and I know baseball. It's the one rule. It's the one sport where I can go back and forth with somebody for hours. Like there's and I very rarely lose a baseball argument. But you know, just tell me why Nolan Ryan was on your top 10 list for right-handed pitchers.
Right.
And tell me why, Ken Griffey Jr., why wasn't Roger Clemens, why, not even Roger Clemens, Ken Griffey Jr., Nolan Ryan, Cy Young, Warren Spahn, why weren't they voted in unanimously? Just tell me why.
Yeah.
And then I'll get off the Mariano Rivera kick. I am not taking anything away from Mariano Rivera. Before anyone who sees this thinks that I had nothing against Mariano Rivera. I don't care if he was a Yankee, but that's why people don't like the Yankees is because they get preferential treatment.
Yeah.
Hey, Babe Ruth wasn't voted in unanimously. He set the Major League Baseball record for home runs, and a writer was like, "Nah, I want to vote for someone else." Again, show me your math. Like Babe Ruth.
I'm telling you.
Mickey Mantle.
It's politics.
But Ted Williams,
Yeah, Ted Williams. That one right there.
just
I was waiting for you to bring that one up.
Carlton Fisk. These guys weren't voted unanimously, and you can't tell me why they weren't. It goes back to these people just control them. The NFL. Terrell Owens should have been in his first year in the league, in his first year of eligibility.
Yep. I agree. I agree.
And and everyone says that he handled it the wrong way. What was his second year or his third year?
What, with the Eagles?
No. His second year of eligibility or his third year?
I think his third.
You know what? I'm glad he didn't go to the Hall of Fame the ceremony.
Oh,
people,
I was
people were like, "Oh, he no, he shouldn't have.
No, he shouldn't have.
He shouldn't have been there. He should have been there 2 years ago."
Yep. No. Nope. I totally agree with that. You know, that's he felt disrespected, and I love the fact that he was like, and he'll tell you, I should have been a first ballot.
Yeah, his numbers say it. Look,
and I don't disagree with him one bit. I was having a discussion about that with a guy at work, and he's like, "Oh, he's just being a disrespectful a-hole." I'm like, "No, he's not." I said, "Look at his numbers."
The people who voted in the NFL, they're the one being disrespectful.
Yeah, I said they're disrespecting what his numbers are at the end of his career, total everything. I said, look where he ranks all time.
I think he's third in touchdowns.
Yeah, I think you're right. I told him, I said, just look at his numbers. Look where T.O.'s numbers are. I said, all across the board, like where he's at.
I think it's Rice, Moss, and him.
Yeah, those are the top three guys. Those really are. And I said, you can't tell me that he wasn't a first ballot hole. And then I was told, oh, well, you're only saying that because he was an Eagle. I said, he was an Eagle for a season and a half.
Right.
I said he had, no real vested time in Philadelphia. I said, really none. I said, other than the fact that he went to a Super Bowl with us, which, by the way, that was his only Super Bowl appearance, if I'm not correct, right? Yeah, was he great for the Eagles? Yes, he was. Like, if Donovan McNabb didn't screw it up with him, I said, I will guarantee you there would have been at least 2 Super Bowls with those two together.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I said, and you can't say, I said, they got beat by a better team. I said, when they were in the 2004 Super Bowl, I said, T.O. was back, but he wasn't 100% healthy.
And he was still the best player.
I said he was still the best, right. I said he was still the best player on the field. I said, so that showed me right there that the following season and the next 2 or 3 seasons would have been legitimate Super Bowl seasons again with 1, maybe 2 Super Bowl wins. I said, but if I said throughout that first contract he had, if he'd stayed on the team, I said, I'll guarantee you they would have won at least 1.
Yeah, I believe they would have too.
And I said, but you can't tell me that he should not have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. I said he should have been. I said he should have been. Flat out should have been. I said San Francisco fans will tell you he should have been. I said Cincinnati, Buffalo, the other places he had a little stop at here and there before he actually retired. I said they'll tell you. Look at his numbers. The guy deserves to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I said.
And he didn't have Hall of Fame quarterbacks throwing him.
No.
You know, he had Jeff Garcia, who was a serviceable quarterback. McNabb, who is not, in my opinion, McNabb is not in the NFL Hall of Fame.
He's definitely in the Burger King Hall of Fame. Did you see him lately?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe Romo.
Romo, well, I mean, he didn't play with this guy long, but he did play with Steve Young.
Oh, I forgot he played with Young.
He did have, I think he was only there for like a year. I think it was only like 1 or 2 years that he had Steve Young.
I think no.
So I mean, but that was early in his career.
Right, so he played. We'll just say 2 years he played with Steve Young. I forgot because he caught that catch against Green Bay where he got smacked at the goal line with like 5 seconds left.
Yeah.
And held on to it.
Yeah, and he held on to it, and that put him on the map.
Yeah, it did.
That catch put him on the map. Yeah. A lot of people forget about Steve Young. They forget that he did catch passes from him for I think 2 years.
Yeah, it might have been a season and a half.
Yeah.
But either way, like it's still Hall.
So the two best quarterbacks that you had a future Hall of Famer for let's just say a season and a half in Steve Young, and then you had Romo. Romo would have to be the second best quarterback that he had throw to him.
But I'm gonna love throwing this.
But it's
out
his
there.
quarterback.
No. But McNabb was better than him. McNabb has more playoff wins. McNabb has more playoff appearances. I'm just thinking of the way how a Dallas fan thinks. Since Dak Prescott is better than Wentz, because Dak Prescott has more playoff wins, then in that case, Romo is not better than McNabb.
Well, I'm going to look at it as a realistic football fan. In my eyes, Tony Romo was better. It was a better overall quarterback than Donovan McNabb. Yeah. So that's why I'll say it was.
I'm just thinking.
It goes in order for me. It goes Young, Romo, McNabb.
Garcia.
Garcia was a good game manager.
I'm saying the fourth quarterback.
The fourth quarterback. I would say Garcia.
Because then he played for Buffalo and Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And John Kitna might have been the quarterback on Cincinnati.
Yeah.
If I had to guess who the quarterback was on Buffalo, was probably J.P. Lozman.
Probably.
And I'm just throwing out like names I shouldn't know.
Probably. I think you might be right on that. At least with Lozman. What?
No, I'm just laughing at that new J.P. Lozman.
Yeah. So. But no, you're right. You were thinking like a Cowboy fan right there. You were. I'll give you that. That was fun. That was funny. Screw them. But don't get me started. Don't get me started. Cause I'll dance and jig on this table just thinking about the holdout by Zeke. I think the only Hall of Fame process that I've seen that legit gets it right is the NHL. They legit get it right. They have their Hall of Fame down to a science, and that's awesome. I mean, I love watching their Hall of Fame ceremonies. It's cool. But yeah, I don't think I've ever really disagreed with people going into the Hall of Fame for hockey.
I don't even know who is. I don't even know how the Hall of Fame of hockey works. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I don't
Hockey is very, very respectful to the history of their sport. They really are. It's one thing to win a Stanley Cup in hockey, but and yes, in all sports, if you make the Hall of Fame, yes, that's a very special honor. But honestly, I think it means more with the NHL because the NHL just has so much respect for their game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel that way that they have they respect their game more than football. Basketball's got like 2 different Hall of Fames. So that's just a freaking mess to me right there.
What?
The Basketball Hall of Fame.
There's 2 different ones.
Yeah, there's 2 different ones.
I think it's like the Naismith Hall of Fame and then the NBA
there's 2 different ones, and then we had this discussion before that Andre Iguodala, just off of his career with helping out with Golden State, obviously, but the guy's got 3 titles, $6 million a year award, MVP of the finals. He's a Hall of Famer, and he's not a top 20, not the top 25. I think he's in top 50 in the league.
Yeah.
Top 50.
Yeah.
Mid 40s.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was Patterson.
What's that?
It was Patterson, not Briscoe.
Well, it was Patterson and Briscoe. Briscoe beat Patterson, and then the hot chick beat Briscoe. But anyway, I just can't wait to see her get pinned.
Of course.
So, but yeah, no, that's a guy that's going to. That's a guy that right now is in the top 50 of players in the game, but is his game impressive? Not at all. His game's not impressive at all, but somehow he's a Finals MVP, 3-time champ. He's been to All-Star games. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I will actually be sick to my stomach over that because I don't view him as one of those guys. I don't view him like that.
But you got to understand something. If he goes in the Hall of Fame, it won't be the NBA. It'll be the basketball. They're 2 different entities. Don't ask me why.
He'll wind up getting into the NBA one.
I don't think he will.
I hope he doesn't, but I honestly think he will. Just for those career stats and his titles and stuff like that.
If Robert Horry's not in the NBA Hall of Fame, Iguodala's not getting it. That's just my opinion.
And you know what? I agree with you on that, but that's my way of thinking too. But I could definitely see it happening because of this entire, the Golden State, oh my God, the super team. I'm just telling you, I could see that happening. Oh, he was part of one of the greatest teams ever. Dude, Robert Horry played with Olajuwon.
Alright, so
Olajuwon was my favorite damn player in the league. I loved watching Olajuwon play.
And, Bill always makes comments because he's tired of, hearing me sigh. But, alright, so I just came across something. Bobby Abreu is eligible for the Hall of Fame in 2020.
Really?
ESPN thinks he has a 60% chance of getting in. I swear to God, if he gets in on the first ballot Hall of Fame,
Are you gonna? Are we gonna have a?
I'm gonna have a stroke. You're gonna see me have a stroke live because I'm going to lose my mind, my absolute mind.
I'm so waiting for this next year.
I'm twitching in my eye thinking about it.
I'm so waiting for this for next year now because I can't wait to be on this show and just let you go off, and I'll just be like this, get my popcorn.
I can't even fathom Bobby Abreu.
See, and to me, that's sort of the equivalent of AI to Part 2.
And that's fine. But you know what? At least Iguodala has awards on his trophy case.
That's true.
What's he got? A home run derby? That's it. You know, Iguodala, defensive player of the year or defensive sixth man, 3 NBA titles, an NBA Finals award. He's got his mantle.
He's got the hardware.
He's got a.
Yeah, he's got all that.
Excuse my French. He's got a fucking trophy with 2 bats that says he won the home run derby. I'm sorry for cursing. I'm just not a fan of Bobby Abreu. It drives me bananas.
I couldn't stand him.
Oh my God!
I couldn't stand Bobby Abreu.
Jesus Christ!
I could not stand him. That's funny.
I feel like doing a shot right now. I'm so fucking mad. Sorry again.
Got Winter Jack? I see nothing.
Yeah, the Winter Jack's up there. I'm like, oh my God.
It's Christmas in July. Here we go.
Bananas. Bananas.
Can't wait to see you split your wig, man. I can't wait.
I would be more mad. I would actually be more mad if he made it than with Mariano Rivera being unanimous.
Okay, I agree with that.
I might burn. How about this? Ain't gonna happen. If he gets in unanimously, I'm burning down the Hall of Fame. I'm setting it on fire. I will enjoy my jail time. You can put me in for arson. If Bobby Abreu gets in the Hall of Fame unanimously, I'm setting it on fire and burning it to the ground. I'm gonna be like that dude. Did you watch the Phillies game yesterday? That dude who rolled from third base?
Just strolled out there?
And just tried to shake Brad Miller's hand?
Yeah, how are you?
Brad Miller's like, get away. The Yunks were going nuts. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be like this. Oh, I'm gonna be like, back of my head, light the fucking Hall of Fame on fire, and just walk away. Like, yeah, I did that shit. And they're like, Mr. Life, you plead guilty or not guilty? Well, I plead not guilty due to insanity, please. And what's the insanity? Because Bobby Abreu made it unanimous in the Hall of Fame. And judge's going to be like, you're absolutely right. You're free to go.
You're free.
And if the Hall of Fame committee's going to be in there, he'd be like, why'd you vote him in unanimously? I think I would probably have a stroke live on the air. If he went in unanimously. I know he's not. But that to show we'll get views, we'll go national. Colin Cowell would be like, did you see this ginger bald-headed guy have a stroke on national, on Facebook Live because Bobby Abreu, and he's a Phillies fan.
I would send him the video of you just your face going sideways and hitting the
ground. My face is getting red thinking about it. I'm getting so mad thinking about it.
I'd be like, Colin, we're 2 guys that do a show out of a basement. He had a stroke over Bobby Abreu. Show the film.
It would be the most watched thing on YouTube. Oh my God.
Too funny. Too funny.
I can't even.
You would have 1 million hits.
Oh, it's the Miz. I thought it was The Rock.
Oh, no, it's Miz. Too funny, though.
So, yeah. So, I apologize for the cursing, but I can't stand him.
I hated Bobby Abreu. I really did.
And he won the Gold Glove. He barely moved. It's a one thing, I was talking
the Gold Glove is such a horse crap award anymore.
They even play balls off the wall and throw runners out and not commit an error. Some ham? Do we have any? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I don't value the Gold Glove anymore. Every guy in the league will get a Gold Glove just because because they didn't make an error.
That's pretty hard.
Yeah, no, I don't value the Gold Glove. I really don't. It's like a passer rating stat. I don't care. I hate Gold Glove.
You're funny. So.
He's like, you're funny.
Yeah. So. But anything else?
Nah, man.
Generally, right now it's gonna be quiet, and then training camp.
Whew.
And then Frank Zappa shared a photo of the top teams who were the world's most valuable teams, and obviously Dallas is on there, but
that's fine.
they haven't done anything. I don't care how much your team is worth.
I don't care how much they're worth. No one cares how much they're worth.
I care about wins and losses.
The only person that should care about how much the team is worth is Jerry freaking Jones. He's the only person. Like, just because they're worth $18 billion, or whatever the number is, they still haven't been relevant enough to win a championship in over 23 years. Alright, so what's that mean? Oh, we're the most valuable team. So what? You know what? Here you go. Use them to your advantage. Pay off the refs and win the Super Bowl. There you go. Good for you. Do you get a piece of the action, Frank? Do you? No. Shut up.
I don't know.
Christ. I could care less how much a team is worth. I don't care if the Eagles were worth $1 freaking dollar. I don't care. No one should care.
So the Phillies have talked Shane Green and Matthew Boyd.
Really?
And contacts in Detroit.
How about that?
So how about this? So, and we're gonna end it with this. So before the All-Star break, Harper was batting .250.
Right.
Struggling. Struck out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
To get 105 strikeouts.
Mm-hmm.
I did the math. And think about this. If he struck out 10 less times, and no, if he struck out 15 less times, and 10 of those, and this is all what ifs, and if 10 of those strikeouts were hits out of those 15, you know what his batting average would be?
Over 3?
283.
283?
A 30-point swing. Just if they were hits and they were less strikeouts. So if you think about that, 3 more wins, maybe 4 more wins, they would have.
Mm-hmm.
His batting average would be 283. So, just a little food for thought.
And as of today, they would be in the playoffs. So everything's okay.
I hate that. I hate that scenario.
I hate that. I hate it too. I can't stand it.
Yeah, well, excuse me. And if the Eagles were 8-0 at the midway point of the season, they'd be undefeated. They'd beat the 72 Dolphins.
Very true.
I hate that stuff.
Yeah, oh man, I do. I hate people bringing up, like, for any sport, different time, different era, different. Shut up. Shut up. Don't want to hear it. Is it still the same freaking league? Yes, it is. Oh my god.
Well, that's all I got today. I don't know if you have anything to add.
No, I'm good, man. I'm really good. Got nothing going on. Unless, shameless plug for the bar if you want.
Go ahead.
This Sunday at Fiddler's Green Tavern, we're having Puckchella, a dog-friendly music festival. We have, dog vendors coming out, got games and stuff for kids. It'll be interesting. Our new,
Dad.
Excuse me.
They're being summoned.
What?
Can I brush a Casey's chicken?
Yeah. Is that Brock?
No.
No.
That's Seth Rollins.
That's Seth.
The Beast Slayer, who lost the belt to Brock at Extreme Rules that I was there.
Right. So anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, our new events and promotions manager. This is his first big event, and he's real big in the animals and everything like that. And I was like, you know what? I kind of dig it. I wish I could go to it. I'd bring my dog, but we'll see what happens. Like, they have
Why don't you take the microphones with you and see if anybody there can?
Nobody there is going to know what the hell they're doing with that. We have DJs that don't even know how to hook up their own crap. Yeah, so
Can you get your events promotion manager to get us in there to do a show?
I'm trying. I mean, I'm trying to figure out. Like, we're going through some stuff right now with changing over different things and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get it worked out.
I saw somebody else was doing karaoke. A different planning or somebody was a new event. Somebody posted something on Fiddlers.
I know there's gonna be a battle of the bands coming up. Karaoke.
Yeah.
So far we have our karaoke night, which is Tuesday nights. Aunt Mary Pat, right there. Wait, what's that?
It's about fantasy football deals and specials to be announced.
Okay. There it is, Puckchella.
I know. I've been announced that the mixed bar scene will take over pub trivia on Mondays and karaoke's on Tuesdays. That's what it was.
That's the in the mixed bar scene. That is the company that our events and promotions manager owns and runs. He's part of that, and they're going to be coming in to take over the Monday night trivia and Tuesday night karaoke from the person that we have now. They're going to be coming in to change that all up. Just a few things to try and generate some business, get some stuff going. I mean, because summertime's really killing us right now. It's really killing us. Like, with it being so damn hot, everyone's running to the beaches or the pools. They don't want to be sitting in some bar. That summertime kills, man. But, you know, and it was like that the first time we opened up. We were halfway through the summer and we just all of a sudden blew up. So I'm not too worried about it. We're going to be coming to the end of summer, not that long, and then it's going to be full swing ahead. But yeah, we're trying to. Like, he's got some ideas for stuff, and we're trying to work things out. But
like I said, you got the Eagles starting, so that's going to help.
Yeah, can't wait for that. That's going to be real. That's going to be real fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're actually in the middle of moving stuff around right now that we have on Sundays, like Sunday nights, to move them out of the way to make room for people coming in to watch football. They're trying to figure out some like football specials and stuff like that. So it's getting there. I'm trying to. I know I've said it before, but I'm trying to get us in there to at least do a show. Now I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it like before the stage is built or after the stage is built, because I don't know where we're gonna actually sit. We gotta find a spot to set up shop.
And when we, maybe we'll get some people to come along with us. But I will say this: we're probably gonna have one. I don't know when. We're gonna set it up. We're gonna do a fantasy football show because I'm a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
And another guy wants to come on. Mike, I can't say his name, but I'm gonna try it. Bradenbeck.
Yes.
He brought up a really good scenario for the AFC. I'm not gonna say what it is. You know, if people follow the page,
they probably would have seen that we were talking about.
You can say it. So, you know, you just think of the AFC and what's in the AFC right now, and you know how it could tie into Philadelphia sports. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
It was a very interesting topic. I did.
It was when I read it, I was like,
that was a really good topic.
Wow. Like how everything ties in. I was like,
yeah. When you tagged me in that, I'm like, holy crap, that's really good. I was like, then I felt kind of stupid that we didn't think of that. I was like, especially you with the stats and everything, and who's moving around. I was like, I was like, that's really damn good. I was like, I like that.
Nah, it was.
Now, what was he? Is he talking about trying to be live on the show with us, like sit down with us?
Yeah,
or,
I'm gonna bring him here.
Okay.
Unless we somehow, if we get in the bar sooner than later.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, because I would definitely like to hear his thoughts on that, like live and in person, sitting there. That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool because that was really awesome.
That's really good. It was really good. So, other than that, anything else to add? Other than that,
Nah, I'm good.
anybody who's interested in the shirts, except the jersey, $20. You can hit me up on Venmo on the page. I have it pinned. Beef and beers this weekend. If you want to go, it's $30. All you can eat, all you can drink. Like we got some stuff. You know, I myself, you know, what we're giving away, from that I was able to collect. I got like a Grizzly cooler, an Igloo cooler, a 32-inch TV, Roku, and a bunch like Phillies tickets, Reading Phillies tickets, Lehigh Valley tickets,
Nice.
Union tickets, and Trenton Thunder tickets. So, but you know, so that's all I really got. I just to get this benefit done and over with, and then you know, we're probably gonna be able to do another one at the end of the year, but it's New Year, like February. So.
Sounds good to me, man.
That's really all I have. Sorry,
That's okay.
my phone's going off. Apparently my one of my stores lost power and I gotta get a generator there.
Oh, jeez. Gotta hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Well, I was working overtime yesterday, and we're sitting in the warehouse, and for some reason, the city has the AC in the office turned off on Sundays. So we had to go and get like 3 oscillating fans and just try and move all this dead hot air around for 8 hours. It was fun. It was lots of fun. So yeah, I had to wash my clothes twice. That's how bad it was.
I can't imagine. So, I'm trying to think what else there was. That's how we're ending it.
He's going to be showing up soon, I think, too.
Thanks for joining, people.
Bye, everybody. Hope you had fun tonight. Dallas sucks.
Come on, finish.
I am.
Not you.